Let it fly. Take one.
Because she said,
I'm gonna say, I don't
okay,
remember. I am hungover.
Hey.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Let It Fly. My name is Tin. We have Gabe Norwood over here, Jared Dillinger, and Sol Mercado. So today we're going to talk about, the last 3 years we've had different MVPs, right? And all of them just happen to be international players.
True.
So this year was the Joker. Last year, this year was Joel Embiid. It was Joker for 2 years, and then before that we had Giannis, which I think is a testament to how international the NBA has gotten, right? So would you say that the top 5 best players in the world right now are all international players? Because those 3, they've been dominating the MVP conversation for the past how many years?
Yeah. Dang. That's tough. You want to start us off?
Yeah,
so?
I think winning the MVP doesn't necessarily mean you're the best player in the world, in my opinion. I mean, Joel Embiid won the MVP this year. I don't think he's the best player in the world.
So who do you think should have gotten it this year? Numbers-wise, he averaged, 31 point something?
It's hard to argue.
Yeah, and I'm not arguing the MVP award at all. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that because you win the MVP doesn't make you the best player in the world.
Explain. Expound.
That's most valuable for me. Yeah, it's most valuable player, right? For me, the best player in the world, and I can honestly say this, even when Kawhi won the championship with Toronto, everyone was like, oh, he's the best player in the world now. Giannis, when he won, best player in the world, right? Kevin Durant, when they won. For me, even when they won, they still weren't the best player in the world. That's always been LeBron to me, right? For me, I'm a big LeBron fan. It's always been him. This year is the first year after seeing what Jokic did in the playoffs. I think if you look at the stats, he led everybody in points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah. First player ever
Ever.
reach 600 points, something, was it 200 rebounds and 100 assists?
Yeah,
Ever.
something
First
like that.
ever.
It's something
Across
stupid,
one
right?
postseason.
It's actually ridiculous. LeBron in the finals, I saw that when they played against Golden State Warriors, he led both teams in every category, right? That's another.
In one series.
That's in one series, which is crazy. This is like the whole playoffs. Like, I can honestly say, year 20 of LeBron, all right, Jokic, you are now the best player in the world. And that takes a lot because I still feel like LeBron is even in year 20, he's still top 5 best player in the world. Like, I think he is. Nice. So your question of is the top 5 best players international? I don't think so. But I think maybe 3 out of the 5 are. I think you have to.
5?
Yeah, I think you have to throw in Steph in there. I think you have to throw in KD still. LeBron. I mean, I could even drop LeBron down because it is year 20. But
Did it hurt you saying that?
It did. You see his face?
Because
his shoulders.
Top 6.
His,
You said LeBron. You said 5.
I mean, top 20.
Mathing.
The mathing.
Yeah, I mean, 20 years. 20 years, you could drop out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been the best player for 20 years. Like, come on now.
It's
but
time.
yeah, I think hands down right now, like, I don't think there's an argument. Jokic is unreal. Like, we're seeing stuff right now that we've never seen before. Like, he's putting up 30 plus points. Like, that's an elite scorer.
Yeah.
Right.
13 to 16 rebounds. That's an elite rebounder. 10 assists. Like, that's an elite passer.
Yeah.
Like, in one person.
Being that big.
Right.
Yeah.
In one person.
Right.
Like,
Ridiculous.
it's actually ridiculous. I would have wanted to see him go against Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Because when they match up, it's different.
Sounds like somebody else wanted to see it too.
God agrees with me. Cool. God agrees with me. Yeah, I would. Yeah, we are. You Jokic or Embiid?
What do you say?
Cool. You on the same page? Me and him we're lined up. Big G, me and Big G, we lined up.
Stay prayed up.
We cool. Well, I mean, what do you think, JD?
Bro, like, I'm with you. I'm with you on Jokic. Like, everything that you said, like, it's facts. He is the best player right now in the world. It's crazy to think that, I mean, to me, he should have won his 3rd MVP award.
Yeah.
And I get the narrative
that.
that they have to play in the NBA and in terms of just who should win it and who shouldn't, based off of what landscape is currently going on.
Yeah.
I know that plays into the fact. And at the time when Jokic didn't have a championship yet, they felt that it just wasn't quantified that he should have his third, because
Right.
if he gets his third, then you're going to join these legends.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, oh man, like he should have got it.
Should have won it,
He
for
should have
sure.
won it. And that's just me. And like Jokic, man. Yep. Game changer, generational type player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the greats, wherever he is, top 5, top 20, top whatever. He's there.
Did you guys see he lost his Finals MVP?
Yeah, I saw
trophy?
that today.
What the heck?
He said it.
He
said he lost
it.
He
Yeah.
lost it.
The
Nice.
dude's not. He doesn't like. The game is like secondary to him. It's like it's so easy. It's just
Yeah.
like, yo, I did my job. Can I go home?
Yeah.
Like I want to go home to my family. Like job's
there-
done. Parade. Like what? He's like, what the hell? I want to go to parade. Oh man, I gotta go home. Like dude's just like, yo, I'm done. He kind of reminds me of Jumar.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
that sense, Jumar, when he's done, he want to go fishing. He
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
literally go back to the
Literally.
blue
And that's the
go
thing a
fishing.
lot of people don't know. Like, you wouldn't know it. Like, Jumar is out of Manila. Like,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gone.
they win. Okay, I got to go to the office the next day, and I'm out of here.
Outta
Like,
here,
I'm
yeah.
gone. But like, I can understand Jokic. This is just for fun. Like, for me, like the what if scenario. And I think the conversation might have changed. Maybe the landscape of the playoffs and seedings changed. For me, it's still KD.
Wow.
Goes to Phoenix, gets hurt, what,
Yeah,
3 or
facts.
4 days, like a week in warm-ups. But just where he was, the player that he is on both ends of the court, like in terms of like just natural, pure scorer, he's going to get you a bucket. He defends on like night in, night out, and he's the ultimate competitor at the same time. You put him in crunch time, he's going to show up. I would have loved to see where they would have been playoff-wise if he was healthy the whole way when he was traded to Phoenix, just in terms of talent. But it's hard to argue in terms of Jokic being the best player in the world
I don't think
right now.
KD impacts the way that Jokic does. You take KD.
I'm just taking like, I guess I'm more so saying talented player. I would like, you know
He's
what
the
I mean?
most talented
Yeah.
scorer, 100%.
Scorer,
but if you take KD, you put him on the Nuggets, and you take Jokic and put him on that same Suns team.
Yeah.
Suns
The
will win the
won,
championship.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I hear
You know what I'm
That's a good
saying?
point.
Like, and if they match up, still the Nuggets
hear
gonna
you.
lose.
I hear you.
Like he impacts
The game in so
the
many ways.
game. He impacts winning.
You talking about Jokic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jokic.
Oh, here's something that's kind of weird to throw in there. Like with Jokic, the way his body is built, you need certain players around him
Yeah.
to maximize his talent, right?
I think he's like LeBron. I think you put anything around him, he's gonna make everybody.
He's gonna
look
figure
good.
it out.
Yeah,
I would like to think that KD, you put him anywhere,
he's the most plug and
He's
play
gonna-
for sure.
Yeah.
he's gonna make that team shine. Like if you put Jokic on with a team, I'm trying to think like if there's not like an Aaron Gordon type of player on that team, I would not think he would be as efficient. Like you
Right.
need certain players to put around Jokic to be.
Oh no, I disagree. You put
That would be
Jokic on
fun. That's a
you
fun
put
what
Jokic,
if.
you put Jokic on the Philippines team, we winning.
Oh, for sure.
Like
yeah, well,
No matter who you put
Yeah,
around him.
like
Philippine
he
team. Yeah.
like he impacts the game that way.
But you
Like,
don't
he-
say the same thing for KD.
You put
KD,
KD
I
in the
agree with him.
Philippines?
I think KD is a plug
most
and
plug-
play.
yeah, yeah.
You could
I hear
put
you. I hear you.
him on any NBA team. He's the most plug and play player, offensively, defensively. He's the most versatile. You can't put Jokic on every team and say, "Hey, you're going to fit right into our system,
Right.
like right into our scheme." They're going to have to adjust.
Adjust to him.
Some
Yeah.
people
That's
will
what I'm
have to
saying.
adjust to him. You put KD on a team, no one has to adjust. They could play the
the
same
game.
games.
Right.
He's plug
I think
and play.
that's more so where I was coming from with my argument.
Yeah,
Appreciate you making that for me.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So
Defending his
do I
stance.
agree with you?
I think you agree with me, right?
take that
That
back.
was
See how I
a,
finessed
that was a
See how I
rough
finessed that?
agreement.
Yeah. Wow.
Gaslighting going on in this show.
Gaslight 101. I didn't even realize it.
I'm nice with
That was
it.
cold.
Fire and ice. Gaslight.
I take it
Fire,
back.
ice, gas. It makes sense.
So I was
Your
like, I
top five
changed my
players?
stance.
My top, I'm not far off from everybody. You still have, I think LeBron's still teetering that list, but you got
Yeah.
Steph, you got, Jokic, you got Giannis, I think KD for me is still on that list. And outside of that, I think it's a toss up from there.
De'Aaron Fox.
Luca.
He had Luca.
Yeah.
Luca. For me, the only
People are
thing is
forgetting Luka.
the only thing for me is the defensive end.
Okay.
Facts.
That's the only thing for me.
Yeah.
Like
De'Aaron
consistently on that end. Like Jokic is still contesting stuff at the rim. He's bodying people. He's still active on that end.
De'Aaron
That's
Fox.
the next step. De'Aaron Fox made a leap.
I think he wants to talk about De'Aaron
Yeah.
Fox.
He-
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
But
he
you're
is-
biased.
For
You're
those
a
that
little
don't
bit biased,
know,
aren't
No,
you?
no, not non-biased.
No, non-biased.
He's the most unguardable player I've seen this
Takeover.
whole year.
Take over.
He literally, he even said it. He said it in the media. He said, I'll get any shot that I want.
Yeah.
There's no one that can stop me from getting any shot that I want. There really is no, he's going to get whatever shot he wants. It's just a matter if he makes it or misses it.
Yeah.
But he's going to get to whatever spot he
cool to
wants.
say.
But
That's just cold.
That's
He's
a crazy
so
statement.
cold.
Yeah.
I low-key got chills
And
hearing
he
that
locks
statement.
up defensively, bro.
No, he gets after it.
He
He
jumped.
gets after it.
If there was one player that jumped into my list from like, and I'm
Yeah.
not just because I'm a Sacramento Kings fan, like non-biased, like from being out of the top 20 to now, I think he's in my top 10 best players in the
Yeah.
league right now. Like he's elite.
No, I would not argue that.
That dude, I watched
neither.
him
He gets
up
after
close
it.
and personal. Like I watch
Yeah.
every single game.
Yeah.
Like he really is like that.
He made all of us fans this year. For
I mean,
sure.
and even it, and people talk about that clutch gene, right? He's the clutch player of the year.
Yep.
Oh, Shea Gilgeous too. He's
SGA.
nasty.
Shea
SGA.
Gilgeous,
Yeah.
he's nasty.
He's nasty. He was on my fantasy team, so I watched him up close too. He's nasty
He
too.
keeps it simple too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've had different champions the last 5 years. So we had the Raptors in 2019, the Lakers in 2020, my Bucks 2021, the Warriors last year, and then the Nuggets this year. 5 champions.
Tim is
5
dropping
different
some
years.
stats
Oh,
right
sorry.
now.
Yeah.
I did my research
Little bit
too.
nerdy.
We have 5 different champions. the last 5 years.
What I was going to ask is, just in case the trend continues, seeing how, I mean, there are a lot of changes that are going to
Yeah.
happen before the next season. But just off the top of your heads, just a fearless forecast. In case the trend continues, who's going to take it next year? Are you going to say the Kings?
Nah, I'm
Okay.
not that stupid. I mean,
Dang, that's your
Whoa.
team, bro.
no, they're on my team. But let
Can
me
you
tell
go home?
Dog, let me tell you right now, the
They're not far
Nuggets,
off?
if they stay healthy, they
Yeah.
win it again.
Wow.
They win it again.
Yeah.
Like I think if those guys can stay healthy and make that jump to where they're staying hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike Malone after 5 seconds and winning the championship. Usually
Yeah.
they wait for like the parade or whatever. Like 5 seconds after winning the championship, he was like, "Yo, we gonna win another one." It's like, damn, bro, you like enjoy this one real
Okay.
quick.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
you
Nah.
putting the league on notice. Like y'all ain't done.
Do you
But
think we're going to see a dynasty? Because we haven't seen one since the Warriors.
yeah,
last
I
decade.
really do. I think
we're
a
in the
lot of
brink of
teams
dynasty?
are changing up. Everyone's going to be changing up. I think it's like the changing of the guard because it was such a outside. You can't have a big center league. Now teams are going to like, yo, we need bigs that could guard Jokic.
Jokic,
They-
Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid. Like
Yeah.
now it's like
Yeah.
it's changing back to the evolution of bigs now. Now bigs are going to be valuable again, right? So I think the Warrior dynasty is over. This goes into like the Nuggets dynasty.
Nuggets
If they could
dynasty.
again, if they could stay healthy. I think my Kings are going to be right there for sure. Like they're gonna be there if we can get
West is tough.
if we
though.
can get
West
a big.
is tough.
Yeah, like if we
Trying
could
to
trade
talk louder over. Sorry. The West is tough.
hey, he agreeing again. We could trade.
Or arguing one or the
God,
other.
can we trade Harrison Barnes for Joanne Breed? Cool. Make that happen? All right. All right, we going to be there.
PBA trade.
Yo.
JD, are we going to see a new champion next year? If we are, who would it be? Or are we on the brink of a Denver Nuggets dynasty?
Yeah, I don't want to keep echo chambering what Saul says, but I agree. The Nuggets,
Or just echoing.
right?
Yeah, echo chamber.
Right? Echo chamber. Is that a cool
chamber.
word?
That is pretty cool. Little echo
It is
chamber.
a buzzword.
Welcome to the echo chamber.
I mean,
Like, dang.
Saul said it right on the bat. I think now that everyone saw the success with Jokic, now everyone's going to try to find the next Jokic type of player for their organization. Going back to the Nuggets, though, I think that they are a very, like in terms of the players, I think
Yeah.
more players are going to want to play for the Nuggets. I think it's going to
Yeah.
be easy for the Nuggets to find players that can fit, missing pieces or guys leaving and going. I think that it's a very good destination for players to be in or to play for. So
Yeah.
Good point.
I can see as long as, like Saul was saying, they can stay healthy, they got a chance to run the show. They run the ship again.
Do you agree, Gabe?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Calvin Booth, the GM there in Denver, did a great job in terms of getting the pieces around Jokic and keeping KCP,
Bruce
huge,
Brown.
Bruce, like
I think all those
all the
guys
way
are
around.
still signed too.
I'm pretty sure. I think
They
is
losing
it Aaron Gordon?
any core guys?
It's just Gordon.
It's
that
just
they
Aaron
gotta-
Gordon, right?
Yeah.
And he seems committed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To I
He's
don't
in
know
the street,
financially where
shirt off and shit. He want to stay there.
Is that Henny Smith, J.R. Smith, 2.0?
but the off season is so up in the air right now too. You got guys. You're hearing the Dame rumors, the Bradley Beal rumors, what's Boston gonna do? Because if you look at it, I mean, in terms of talent, Boston's not far off, but they can make a move to can put them over the top or set them back and be in a little bit of a rebuild. But for me, I go back to Phoenix again. Just Chris Paul seems to be moving on. What do they do? Who do they bring in? Because a healthy Devin Booker and a healthy KD, DeAndre Ayton, if he's still going to be there and kind of live up to his full potential, I think in terms of a starting five, it comes down to depth, really, after the trade that they made, the depth that they don't have. But I think Phoenix.
It's a mess over there.
You think it's a mess?
I think so, bro.
Really?
Like they fired their coach.
Monty Williams
fired their coach. It's gonna be a new culture. DeAndre Ayton unhappy.
I know.
Got rid
It's
of
gonna be
their
interesting.
they got rid of their leader. Let their leader go. And Chris Paul. Like it's gonna be interesting over
It's
there.
gonna be. I feel like that's if anybody could be a wild card type of situation. I would bet on Booker and KD to be
to say
a wild card.
Figure it out.
To say a team with Kevin Durant and Booker as a wild card. That just
That's
tells
exactly
you,
That's true.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree with Saul and Jared? Do you think Gabe is correct? Please leave us comments. We'd love to read them. And if there's anything that you guys want us to talk about, please just drop us a line and we will try our best to get to them. This has been the Let It Fly podcast. See you again
Maybe
next
you do
episode.
have that sensitive mouth.
Orion, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't say the Nets. I'm sorry.